lecture we complete the concept of calorimetry. Calorimetry, nothing but heat. So it is study of heat is called calorimetry. So first of all, heat, what is the property of heat? Heat is one type of energy. This energy stored in the form of internal. So it is internal energy. This internal energy is some part of internal energy transferred from one's body to another body due to temperature difference. The part of internal energy transfer from one body to another body due to variation of temperature. So temperature variation, a heat transfer from one body to another body. So this part of internal energy is called heat. The part of internal energy is nothing but heat heat is scalar quantity. Scalar, due to it is one type of energy, so it is a scalar quantity. And derived quantity. Derived quantity means dependent quantity, it is dependent. And the unit of heat, suppose SI unit. Heat SI unit is joule, it is. Joule is a SI unit. And so this is another unit, erg is a Celsius unit. It is nothing but energy or work units. And practical unit is, calorie is a practical unit. Another BTU, British Thermal Unit. This is also one practical unit. 1 calorie, this is write as 4.2 joule. And 1 BTU write as 1 upon 3.98 into 10 power 3 calories. So 1.398 into 10 power 3 calorie. That means 1 calorie you write as 3.98 into 10 power minus 3 BTU. British Thermal Unit. That is the bigger unit it is. Its value is very large. It's around its value. 1 BTU is approximately 250 calorie. 1 BTU value is approximately 250 calorie. So heat is one type of energy. It is nothing but, so heat is energy or nothing but work. The dimensional formula of heat, M1 L2 T power minus 2. Energy dimensional formula is M1 L2 T power minus 2. But heat is classified into, so heat measured, so heat divided into two parts. One is specific heat, another one is latent heat. Specific heat capacity. So another one is latent heat. Specific heat capacity, another it is latent heat it is. So these are, wait. So this is specific heat, latent heat. So a specific heat, so amount of heat required, so this is specific heat and latent heat. So the heat is divided into two parts, specific heat capacity and latent heat. Specific heat capacity, this is written as principal specific heat capacity and another molar heat capacity. So these are specific heat capacity, two types, principal specific heat capacity and molar specific heat capacity. So these are two types. And latent heat, this is written as the latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. These are the two parts. One is specific heat capacity, latent heat capacity, latent heat, and specific heat capacity. One is principal specific heat, another one is molar heat. So molar specific heat capacity. Again, latent heat is two parts, latent heat of fusion, latent heat of specific heat. What is the specific heat? So the specific heat are two types of specific heat. One is principal specific heat, specific heat capacity, and another one is molar heat capacity. Principal specific heat. What is this principal specific heat? It is the amount of heat required. This is amount of heat required to rise 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin per unit mass of substance. That is called principal specific heat. Amount of heat required rise 1 degree Celsius per unit mass of substance. That is called principal specific heat. S is equals to delta Q upon M into delta theta. So S is equals to delta Q upon M into delta theta. It is write as, so S unit is write as joule per kg Kelvin, this is SI unit, and practical unit it is write as calorie per gram degree Celsius. This is the practical unit. This is specific heat. The specific heat dimensional formula, principal specific heat dimensional formula, energy dimension formula M1 L2 T power minus 2 upon M into delta theta. Delta theta means this is write as K. So dimensional formula L power 2 T power minus 2 K power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of specific principal specific heat. So definition is amount of heat required rise 1 degree Celsius per unit mass of substance. Same as molar specific heat. What is this molar heat capacity? So molar heat capacity is write as C. Amount of heat required to rise 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin per unit mole of substance. Here N indicates a number of mole. C equals to delta Q upon N into delta theta. Again C units, it is write as joule per mole Kelvin. So this is SI unit, and CGS unit it is calorie per mole degree Celsius. So this is CGS unit. So this is molar heat capacity. So molar heat capacity, dimensional formula, heat m1 L2 T power minus 2 upon mole. Mole, this is the dimensional formula. So mole power 1 and K power 1. This write as m1 L2 T power minus 2. Mole power minus 1 and K power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of molar specific heat. Principal specific heat and another one is molar specific heat, where C equals to delta Q upon N is write as number of mole. N indicates the number of mole it is. Number of mole, it is nothing but mass of gas. This is write as mass of gas upon molecular weight. Molecular weight it is. Example, suppose 28 gram of nitrogen. So 28 gram of nitrogen, suppose N2 nitrogen. 28 gram of nitrogen, this is N2, is 1 mole, N equals to 1 mole. Or oxygen, using oxygen. Suppose 32 gram of oxygen, this is number of mole is 1 mole. Example, suppose hydrogen. So 2 gram of hydrogen, H2, that is indicates 1 mole. This is write as mass upon molecular weight, that is called number of mole. So here we are using that N place my mass upon molecular weight into delta theta. It is write as C equals to capital M into delta Q upon small m into delta theta. So C equals to capital M into S. S indicates principal specific heat. C indicates molar specific heat. Molar specific heat always greater than principal specific heat. So this is C always greater than S it is. So molar specific heat greater than principal specific heat. What is the conditions? What is the specific heat of water? So water specific heat, its value becomes water 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius, or it is write as, so this value equals to 4.2 joule upon gram degree Celsius, or 4.2 kilojoule upon kilogram degree Celsius or Kelvin. Degree Celsius or change in temperature, even Kelvin or degree Celsius both are same. So like this is it. Kelvin or degree Celsius, same it is water. And so specific heat of hydrogen, H2. H2 its value 3.5 calorie per gram degree Celsius. This is the specific heat of hydrogen. So the specific heat of mercury is very less, below 1. Specific heat of mercury is very less. But specific heat S is write as delta Q upon M into delta theta. This is principal specific heat. And molar specific heat delta Q upon N into delta theta. This is molar specific heat. But isothermal process and adiabatic process. In isothermal process and adiabatic process, what is this specific heat? In isothermal process, temperature remains constant. Isothermal process, temperature remains constant. When temperature constant, change in temperature becomes 0. Then specific heat S is equals to delta Q upon M into this is 0. Its value becomes infinite. Specific heat in isothermal process infinite. When temperature constant, a specific heat, that value becomes infinite. And adiabatic process, total heat remains constant. Heat remains constant, delta Q becomes, change in heat becomes 0. So this is change in heat. Change in heat, that is delta Q, this value becomes 0 it is. So then specific heat delta Q upon M into delta theta, its value S value becomes 0. This is adiabatic process, a specific heat. Isothermal process and adiabatic process. A specific heat, suppose when temperature change due to rising, so temperature increases due to absorption of heat. So it is write as delta Q is write as M into S into delta theta. When absorbed heat, then temperature is increases. Evolved heat, then temperature, rise in temperature, that is decreases. Absorbed the heat, temperature increases. Evolved the heat, temperature decreases. It is delta Q, this is write as M into S into delta theta. This is principal specific heat. If using molar specific heat, NCV delta theta, N into C into delta theta. This is molar specific heat. Suppose this C, two type of C it is. Molar specific heat, one is Cp, another one is C. So what is this? Specific heat, molar specific heat. Specific heat at constant pressure. Same as molar specific heat at constant volume it is. Molar specific heat at constant volume. So molar specific heat at constant volume. Molar specific heat at constant pressure, molar specific heat at constant volume. So we using this condition delta Q equals to NCP delta theta, and this condition delta Q equals to NCV delta theta. But this is constant volume. But here this is Q1, delta Q1, this is delta Q. But in these two cases, delta Q1 always greater than delta Q2. So that means NCP delta theta is always greater. NCV delta theta always lesser it is. That means this is Cp value always greater than Cv. This is the condition. Cp is greater than Cv. Cp is greater than Cv. That means Cp, so molar specific heat at constant pressure, this value is Cp minus Cv, that is equals to R. So this is to compare the Cp value. This is Cv plus R, that is indicates Cp. Cp minus Cv equals to R. And Cp upon Cv, that is equals to gamma. Ratio of specific heat, this gamma value is greater than 1. R value equals to 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. So R value 4. This is write as 2 calorie per mole Kelvin or mole degree Celsius. That is R. Cp minus Cv equals to R and Cp by Cv equals to gamma. This is molar specific heat. Using molar specific heat, these are two parts. In specific heat, so ice specific heat is specific heat of ice. This is 0.5 calorie per gram degree Celsius. And suppose specific heat of water, this is 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Specific heat of steam, its value becomes 0.4, so calorie per gram degree Celsius. This is steam. So these are the different specific heat. Suppose water converted into ice. So 0 degree centigrade ice converted into water, that is 0 degree centigrade of water. 0 ice converted into 0 water. Here the specific heat becomes infinite because temperature constant, state conversion, so specific heat becomes infinite. And same as 100 degree centigrade of water converted into 100 degree centigrade of vapor or steam. So that condition also temperature is same. So temperature change becomes 0. Then specific heat becomes infinite. This is the specific heat in isothermal process. These are isothermal process. In isothermal process, the specific heat becomes isothermal process. Specific heat becomes 0. So infinite. Specific heat becomes infinite. But this specific heat, so it is write as S is equals to delta Q upon M into delta theta. This is principal specific heat. Just to change this term, M into S is equals to delta Q upon delta theta. So M into S is equals to delta Q by delta theta. This is called thermal heat capacity. It is nothing but thermal heat capacity. Thermal heat capacity. Heat capacity is nothing but amount of heat required to rise 1 degree centigrade. Amount of heat required rise 1 degree centigrade, delta Q upon delta theta. This is called heat capacity, thermal heat capacity. So 1 degree rise करने के लिए कितना heat चाहिए? That is called heat capacity. Heat capacity independent on mass. Heat capacity independent on mass it is. This units calorie per degree Celsius or joule per Kelvin it is. This is called heat capacity. Amount of heat required rise 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. That is called heat capacity, 1 calorie per degree Celsius or 1 joule per Kelvin. This is thermal heat capacity. And another, this M into S, that is called water equivalent. Water equivalent, that means the thermal heat capacity expressed in the terms of water mass. Thermal heat capacity expressed in the term of, this is expressed in the term of mass of water. So mass of water, this is thermal heat capacity expressed. Thermal heat capacity expressed in terms of mass of water. That is called water equivalent. This water equivalent write as M into S. This is called water equivalent. So water equivalent M into S. This is indicates in terms of gram. The unit of water equivalent is gram. M into S. This is called water equivalent. Thermal heat capacity expressed in terms of mass of water. So that is water equivalent. M into S. It is indicates this unit is gram. It is. This is water equivalent. This is specific heat and thermal heat capacity and water equivalent. So these are the different physical quantities. Given a certain substance of mass of 50 gram per mole, 1 mole equals to 50 gram. So given data, 1 mole is nothing but 50 gram of substance. So this is when 300 joule of heat is given, delta Q is 300 and the mass of substance is 25 gram. Mass of substance M equals to 25 gram. It is nothing but 50 gram 1 mole. 25 gram this is indicates half mole it is. Half mole of substance. Its temperature is rises from 25 to 45. Change in temperature, that is 20 degrees Celsius. Change in temperature 20 degrees. Number of mole, that is equals to half it is. Number of mole is half. And delta Q, that is 300, and mass of substance is given 25 gram. We want thermal capacity. What is this thermal capacity? Thermal capacity हमको चाहिए. So what is thermal capacity? That is write as delta Q upon delta theta. This is thermal capacity. TC, thermal capacity. Delta Q upon delta theta. You know that delta Q 300 joule it is, and rise in temperature 20 to 300 joule by 20 degrees centigrade, it is 15 joule per degree Celsius. It is 15 joule per degree Celsius. This is the TC. Again we want specific heat capacity. So specific heat capacity S is equals to delta Q upon M into delta theta. You know that delta Q by delta theta we know. So this value is 15 upon mass is given 25 gram. This is 15 joule per. So this is 25 gram degree Celsius. Its value becomes, it is right as 3 upon 5.6 joule per gram degree Celsius. 0.6 joule per gram degree Celsius. It is converted into kilogram. It is right as 10 power minus 3 kilogram. 0.6 joule upon 10 power minus 3 kilogram degree Celsius. This time is 600 joule per kilogram degree Celsius. This is specific heat S. S is equal to 600 joule per kilogram degree Celsius. And molar heat capacity. So molar heat capacity, that is right as C. C equals to delta Q upon N into delta theta. You know that number of mole is half. Delta Q upon delta theta, that is 15 it is. Delta Q by delta theta, that is 15. 15 upon half. Its value becomes, this is joule upon gram. So this is mole. Gram is, it is right as mole. Degree Celsius. Its value becomes 30 joule per mole degree Celsius. This is C. Molar specific heat. Molar specific heat is 30 joule per mole degree Celsius. A metal sphere of radius and specific heat is given. This is one metal sphere is rotating with an angular velocity of omega. So omega is angular velocity of this metal sphere. When it is in rotatory motion, rotational kinetic energy of the metal sphere, translational kinetic energy of mv square, rotational kinetic energy of I omega square. So mass position, moment of inertia, velocity position, angular velocity of I omega square. This is rotational kinetic energy. Any sphere in rotatory motion, what is the moment of inertia I? The moment of inertia of the sphere is right as 2 by 5 mr square. This is constant value sphere moment of inertia along its axis. 2 by 5 mr square of into 2 by 5 mr square into omega square. This is kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy. The 50% of rotational kinetic energy is converted into 50% is converted into rise in temperature. When it is stopped, that means the rotational kinetic energy, this is half of the percentage is converted into heat energy. This is right as heat energy M into S into delta theta. So this is the heat energy delta Q equals to M into S into delta theta. This heat energy given by 50% of rotational kinetic energy, 50% of rotational kinetic energy. Rise the temperature of that substance. It is write as m into s into delta theta, that is write as half into rotational kinetic energy is 1 upon 2 into 2 by 5 mr square into omega square. Its value becomes, this mass is cancelled and 2 values cancelled. Its value becomes 1 by 10 r square omega square, that is equals to s into delta theta. So this is the delta theta is writer, this delta theta equals to r square omega square upon 10s. So this is the rise in temperature. So we want increase in temperature we want. So delta theta equals to r square omega square. The given that S is the specific heat and passing through the center rotating. So this is n RPS. n RPS means omega is write as omega angular velocity, angular displacement upon time. It is write as 2 pi into n. N indicates frequency. So number of revolution per second it is omega equals to 2 pi n. Substituting this value here, its value rise in temperature equals to r square into 4 this is 2 square pi square n square upon, it is write as 10 into s. Its value equals to 2 upon 5. This is 2 by 5 r square pi square n square upon s it is. So this is rise in temperature. This is the 2 upon 5s r square pi square, Niagara Fall 50 meter. The difference between the temperature of water, the top and bottom of fall. So top and bottom. So this is the top position, this is the bottom position. But the difference of temperature here, the potential energy, this is mgh, h height it is. That height is given 50 meters. This energy converted into heat energy at the bottom. So heat energy, that is we considered this is converted into heat, delta Q equals to m into s into delta theta. That means the potential energy converted into heat energy. Then what happened? This is write as mgh equals to ms into delta theta. Its value write as mgh. This is m into s into delta theta. Its value becomes, this is 10 into 50. This is specific heat of water. So specific heat CCS system, it is 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius into delta theta. But it is in SI system it is converted kiya to. This value converted into SI system, then what is the value? So in SI system its value not it is a practical unit. So calorie bright as 4.2 joule into, so this is gram bright as 10 power minus 3 kilogram. This is joule and kilogram. This is degree Celsius temperature change. That is equal to change in Kelvin. Change in degree Celsius is equal to change in Kelvin into delta theta. This is equals to 500 it is. So this is converted into CCS SI system. These are the values. Then this value equals to 500 equals to 4200. This is 10 power minus 3 ऊपर आ गया तो 10 power 3. This is into delta theta. This is the total SI system it is. Its value becomes 5 upon 42. This is the delta theta, where delta theta is right as 0 point. So this is 1 and 1 again 7 degrees Celsius. 0.117 Kelvin. This is change in temperature it is. Change in temperature, degree Celsius and Kelvin both are same. So this is change in temperature or rise in temperature. So यहाँ पे यहाँ पे कंपेयर किया तो this potential energy converted into heat energy here. That means after collision, the potential energy converted into heat energy. Then delta Q equals to ms into delta